Hey, Jimmy. Lots of news today, huh? Okay, just checking. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do a lot of things going on right now. Doesn't seem like she. Yeah, so Pete dropped out and Amy dropped out. Kinda all at once, you know. I was like, oh man, I gotta make a video about that, but now I'm gonna make one talking about them both. Yeah. So I think Joe is looking pretty good right now. But um but yeah, you know, Yang was talking about this, but man, I really like it that I can just like still talk about Yang, because oh well, Yang said this, you know, because he's like, his opinion is out there all the time now as a commentator. So but he was just like, yeah, so this is looking, it's looking really good for Joe, because probably most of her support and Pete's support is going to go to Joe, you know, and maybe Biden, not Biden, Bloomberg, but the big variable in the race right now is Mike. You know, why? Why, Mike? Why, Mike? Why you? I don't know, he's just making things so complicated. But I am a billionaire. I can do whatever I want, you know? Alright. I gotta make this video. It's kinda time sensitive. So, let's see. Klobuchar drops out. And Pete drops out. I need a picture of her. How about a good picture? Come on. Oh, okay. Yeah, all of a sudden, yeah, it's just like, boom. Wow. She looked like a nerd back in the day. They're all nerds. All politicians are nerds, okay? All of them. They think they're so cool, but actually they're all nerds. I'll use this picture. Yeah. Alright, sorry, but I'm gonna have to close chat for a little while. I'm gonna make a video. It'll be quick, hopefully. What? What? Okay, I'll keep a lookout. Oh no. No, that's coronavirus related. See you later. Alright, Jimmy. Yeah, see you around. Hello, everyone. This is Ryan from the YIMBY Arts Project. Wow, lots of stuff has been going on. I was like, after Pete dropped out, I was like, I gotta make a video about that. But then before I could, Amy Klobuchar dropped out as well. So this is sort of a joint video. I know I haven't been talking about the race too much. You know, I kind of lost a little bit of interest after Yang dropped out, to be honest. But I do have to kind of keep up with the big news stuff like this, you know. Okay, so Pete dropped out and Amy dropped out this weekend, both of them. And this is prior to Super Tuesday, which is coming up real soon, like tomorrow. Soon. Why do they have to do things last minute? You know, why couldn't have they give people at least a few days to think about it? You know, but here we are. You know, and so now the race has been narrowed down to Bernie, Biden, and Bloomberg, the three Bs, all older white men. You know. Oh yeah, there's Warren too. I forgot. I'm sorry. But Warren's chances aren't really looking good right now either. But I think because her support base is so passionate about, like a lot of the Warren supporters, a lot of the Yimbys are Warren supporters, so they want to probably at least wait until tomorrow before making a decision. But it's increasingly looking like, yeah, the three Bs right now. You know, unfortunately. So I was listening to Yang's commentary on this thing, and basically, I'm just kind of repeating the same things he said, which is basically that, you know, most of Amy and Pete's support is probably going to Biden, maybe some of them to Bloomberg, but this is making it very, very hard for Sanders to clinch the nomination now. You know, the field has been consolidating, and it's been kind of a race between the progressives and the moderates, right? Like the progressives in the race are Warren and Sanders, and but even them two, they don't really get along that well. You know, you've seen some of the spats that has been going on, right? So it's looking increasingly bad for Bernie at this point. But the big kind of variable in the race is really it's Michael Bloomberg, because he kind of came out of nowhere and he has a lot of money. He has a very competent team, and he's projected to be pretty competitive in pretty much all the states, because he has so much money, right? So that's going to split the vote between the moderates, right? Between the Joe Biden moderates and the Mike Bloomberg moderates. So it's going to be kind of a weird three-way race almost in a way, but we don't know how that's going to play out tomorrow. We'll get a little bit of clear picture tomorrow either way. So in conclusion, I don't know. You know, that's pretty much it, you know, to be honest. So, okay, so, but before I kind of end this video, I want to say a few nice things about the other candidates, you know? Like, I try to, even if we're running against, you know, even against our opponents, I try to acknowledge the strengths of everyone in the race. And this is sort of it. You know, one thing I really liked about Pete's campaign was he had this thing called the rules of the road. You know, and this is very similar to the Yang Yang's Humanity First, you know? He actually went through the trouble of creating a code of conduct for his supporters, you know? Respect, belonging, truth, teamwork, boneless. You know, it's like, hey, then if you are going to be a Pete supporter, please try to, like, exemplify these values, you know? And I think this is something that us, you know, even though a lot of Yang Gang don't like, you know, they probably don't like Pete as a candidate, but for the most part, you know, the Pete people that I interacted with were very, very pleasant. You know, we just had disagreements about policy, but the people themselves, for the most part, were very pleasant to talk to. So I gotta give him credit for that. Amy, and I really like it. It's kind of disappointing for me because I really wish that she would have talked about this more. But she actually, her congressional record is actually pretty good, right? She's introduced and passed a lot of bills because she's good at reaching across the aisle. But she has some pretty like substantial bills, like combat human trafficking, right? And drug facility human injury, right? Like these are like pretty like intense, very serious bills that have bipartisan support, And it's a kind of a shame that this didn't really come out much during the campaign. So I just wanted to take time to kind of point this out because, yeah, her legislative record is actually pretty impressive when you look at it kind of objectively. So that's it. That's about it. Just want to say some few nice things before we go to the next stages of the race. What's going to happen tomorrow? I don't know. You tell me. But we'll see. And yeah, well, keep it up. We'll keep. I'll be following this kind of from the sidelines because Yang's not in the race anymore, but it is going to make a big difference. And what happens tomorrow, will very well affect Andrew Yang's career as well. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Okay, take care. Do you know if that was wait, what? Okay, hold on. Hi, I just want to say there will be a lot of car accidents under the coronavirus floating around. Okay, thank you for that information. For that, I'm now full of fear. I am now full of fear and doubt about everything. It's a across. That was your chance, though. That was your chance to sell me something. That's where you made your mistake. You're really like, well, here's some, here's some car accident repellent. Oh, was that shooting in Milwaukee? They found out he was a black guy who supported Warren. Is that true? Good God. I don't know. Not getting notifications. Okay. The water bottle situation was, man, that's crazy, man. What the hell? Why? I don't know. Well, I already lost my Japan trip, so. Career as well. Policy, but he gave I gotta get this a lot of money. Support is, Amy dropped out. Hello everyone. This is Ryan from the YIMBY. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. No. Okay, there you go. Hello everyone. This is Ryan from the YIMBY Arts. A few nice things before keep it up. We'll keep race anymore, but back Andrew video. Okay, take care. 6:18, not bad. It's getting shorter. Sell you a mask. Oh yeah, you should totally become a mask salesman. That's your career path, my friend. Okay, so, oh wait, is it? Oh wait, oh no. Okay, I messed up the spelling, not the. Okay, Pete 2020, Amy 2020. Judge, Pooty Judge, and why do they have such close I can never. Klobuchar, right? Just Klobuchar. It's not that complicated. You know why they lost? You know why? You know why these two people lost? Because people don't know how to spell their name. That was their flaw. Pete should have just changed his name. Should have just changed his name to Pete Butt and Amy Klob. Everyone 2020, Meteor 2020. I don't know. Now, okay, now that everyone's gone, you know. Well, Warren is still there. Mike Bloomberg just kind of looks like an asshole right now, just being in the race, you know? He's just like, well, what am I doing here? Oh. Amy dropped out. Look. Oh, wait, you didn't know? Yeah. She dropped out, man. It's kind of crazy. That's why I need to get this video out, like right now. Okay. Let's get it out right now. You got a question? Okay. Is Bernie going to win California? He has a good chance. I hate to admit it, but Bernie does have a good chance, but, you know, I think he's not going to win as much as people think he is, you know? Warren should just call herself a toaster? Yeah, run it by her marketing team, you know, maybe that might be up for it. You know, he can be very data-driven. It's just like most people, most Americans have positive feelings towards toaster. Isn't that what you want? Liz, isn't that what you want? You know, don't you want people to have positive feelings about you? And it should be like, yeah, you're right. Let me read an academic article published in, you know, in the JSTOR about that. And you're right. Yeah, let's come up. I'm just gonna be Warren Toaster now. You support Biden now? Support is a strong word. I like him. He is the least of evils in the Democratic Party right now. How about that? I'm not gonna give money to him or canvas for him. Okay. I'm just like, yeah, I'll be okay with Biden, I guess. You know. I guess. Biden is charismatic. Yeah, recently. Oh man, he wasn't during the whole fucking campaign. You know, it was terrible. It was so terrible during his campaign, and all of a sudden, after South Carolina, he was just like, "Oh, there you are, Biden. There's the Biden everyone fell in love with. There you go." Why did it take so long? You know what took so long? What took so long, Joe? Anyway, it was good timing for him because he really needed that, man. If he didn't have that, if he didn't have that victory, man, it would have been. So now, Bernie's in big trouble now. You know, all those, they're gonna, you know, like now the moderates are coalescing, right? They're like, okay, they're dropping out. I mean, all pretty much every other candidate, including Warren, they're probably all gonna go to Joe. Or maybe Mike, you know? But they're not going to Bernie. No, they burned all those bridges a long time ago, so So Bernie is basically on his Bernie Island right now with all his Bernie bros, and nobody wants to go there, you know, because they're so toxic. So, yeah. The only reason why Sanders has been doing well as he has is not because he's great, it's because other people were doing poorly. But once they start consolidating, it's over, you know? I told you guys. Told you guys to be nice. Anyway, it don't matter. Don't matter. It's not my problem. Ever gonna watch Super Tuesday Live? If I have time. I'm in a weird place right now. I just went, like, I'm drafting the contract of my new job as we speak. So I don't know what's gonna happen to that. I'm hoping I'll have time. I think he wants me to work on site. Yeah, he wants me to work on site, so I'm gonna have to move in the next couple days. I think. I'm hoping I can wait until next week. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Hey, I got it through the Yang Gang, man. I got my new job through the Yang Gang. I'm telling you. Yang Gang. It's a real thing. And the way I got how I got my job was through this YouTube channel. You know? I'm not even kidding. Are you gonna be doing a lot of writing? Yeah, a lot of writing, a lot of talking. I'm basically working directly for the CEO of a housing development group. So yeah, there'll be public articles. There'll be I can't say much, but he has a lot of ideas about how to market housing to the public. And it's gonna be a little weird, but it'll be fine. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, don't worry. And this channel will be part of it, you know. So I'll be around. I'm gonna be talking about housing forever for the rest of my life, probably. Unless you guys solve the housing crisis, yeah. Then I can retire. But that's gonna take forever. That's gonna. How about you guys just solve the housing price? If you want me to go away, you know, if you want me to go away, just solve the housing crisis, okay? Just solve it, man. Just it's not complicated. Just build more housing. You know, just build more housing. I just all right. Let's damn it. I have to do this too. Yeah, it's good because I'm pretty happy with it because it's like, hey, you know, I get to talk about Yang Gang stuff. He's a Yang Gang, you know, my new boss slash friend. Yeah, that could get really complicated, but and then Yang Yang and Yimby. It's like it's basically what I do now anyway. Yeah, but there's like real work involved. Like I gotta clean up the you know, I gotta do on-site stuff, like a lot of like, okay, you gotta organize this shelf. Right, and I'm like, okay. Fine. Gotta wake up early? I don't think so. No, but it's more like for example, I get a phone call and I was like, "Oh my God, Ryan, the laundry room is on fire," you know, and that could come at any time, right? In 1 in the morning. So I'll be flexible, you know, but that has its ups and downs, right? Where's Amy? There's Amy. That'll be interesting. It's a new thing for me. I should probably get a picture of Pete where you can actually see him, but I don't know. This is the image that he decided to use. That's his husband, right? Yeah. Be funny if like he was grabbing his butt or something, but no, that would not be appropriate, okay? Not appropriate. How Bitcoin works. Yeah. Yeah, this is right. Instead of months, though, it's years. That's why most people can't do it. You know, the people who got rich off of Bitcoin, they're in it since like 2008, 2009, you know? Literally no one knew about it, you know? So okay, download. Amy Pete. But it'd be nice to like make like real money for once instead of internet fake money, aka Bitcoin. Amy Pete. Klobuchar, Pete, Buttigieg. Let's get all the relevant keywords. Politics. Klobuchar, Bernie, of course, Biden. Democrats, election. Current events. Overpriced him. See, I don't have that much foresight. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Tom Steyer dropped out. I'm not gonna make a video for him though. I'm sorry. And I kinda like forgot to make a video about him, but then I don't know. Snoop Dogg and 50 Cent? I don't know. I don't keep up with that stuff. Democratic Party. Okay. Just debate. It's weird. Just Fox News and this is only Medium. Andrew Yang. Meghan McCain. I don't know. Okay. Pete. What's Pete? If Tulsi drops out, will you make a video? Probably. I should. I didn't even make a video for Marianne. You know, I'm a bad person. But now that she's, you know, okay, I'm not gonna make a video about that. I was thinking of making a video about this. Okay, why is Marianne supporting Bernie? You know, like, okay, you know, because I feel like there's actually not, like, they actually don't have that much in common, you know, so it's kind of weird, like they're but you know, I think what she's trying to do is she's trying, you know, she talks about like saving the children all the time, right? She's like really into, like, you know, we need to help the kids because kids don't get represented, right, in politics. So I feel like she's like trying to save the Bernie people, you know, the Bernie kids. Yeah, and being Jewish probably helps too, you know. Man, it's so weird to think of Marianne as a Jew, you know. It's just like, but what about the crystals? What about the crystals, Marianne? LGBT. I guess I could put that. I mean, I don't know. South Bend Mayor 0. They didn't really talk about being a Jew that much during this race, you know. Seems like it wasn't relevant. But I don't know, during the general election, that could become a thing, you know. Presidential election, okay. Michael Bloomberg, yeah, I forgot that guy. Progressive news. Is this progressive news? Not really. This is more like moderate news. It's not as catchy. Jewish people always take it war-torn, or oh, maybe, see, that's what she's trying to do, man. You know, Marianne was like, hey, how's it going, kids? Birdie. You having some problems? Are you having anger issues? I can help you with that. I can help you with your anger issues, Bernie. Bernie Bros. Right, but it just feels weird. It's just kind of weird. Alright, how many? I can add more stuff. Let's add Joe Biden, because he's like... Everyone, it's so weird how it changes so quickly, you know? It's just like, soon as you win, everybody changes their tone on you, right? It's like, wow, Joe Biden is so charismatic now. I'm like, what? That's not what you were saying last week. I don't know. I'm just looking for filler words now. It's Donald Trump, sure. You know, Trump, make America, whatever. Say coronavirus. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put it coronavirus. I refuse. I'm just like adding random shit now. Like, I refuse to add to the coronavirus. What's the word? Not really hype, but scare. Virus. Oh, it's so tempting though. Look, 2 million and medium competition. You know, 2 million. could put Morning Joe. I don't know. Morning Joe says a lot of things. Yeah, I don't know about sheep, but they're just like so. Just so like fearful, you know? Like, yeah, you know, yeah, getting a virus is scary, but so is getting hit by a car, you know? Man. Booty-G-ish. Booty-G-ish, okay. Alright. I don't know, Washington, D.C. They're both D.C. people. Okay. Different currencies having an orgy. I don't even know what you're talking about. MSNBC is kind of bad. They treated Yang like shit. That's for sure. Oh man. NBC is not really a news. They're not really a news organization. They're an entertainment. If you just like think of MSNBC as sort of you know, TMZ or MTV, you know, then it's fine. Then it's like, okay, you come to expect that. That the reason why people get so pissed at NBC is because they pretend like they're legit. You know, they pretend like they care about the issues. I forgot. I totally forgot to put that. Okay. It's okay. See, now it's fixed. Nobody knows. Investing in gold. Cross on his wall. Sounds about right. Yep. Okay. Yang dropped out, to be honest, but I do have to kind of keep up with the big news, stuff like this, you know? Okay, so Pete dropped out, and Amy dropped out this weekend, both of them. And this is prior to Super Tuesday, which is coming up real soon, like tomorrow. Soon. Why do they have to do things last minute? You know, why couldn't have they give people at least a few days to think about it? You know, but here we are. You know, and so now the race has been narrowed down to Bernie, Biden, and Bloomberg, the three Bs, all older white men. You know. Oh yeah, there's Warren too. I forgot. I'm sorry. But Warren's chances aren't really looking good right now either. But I think because her support base is so passionate about, like a lot of the Warren supporters, a lot of the Yimbys are Warren supporters, so they want to probably at least wait until tomorrow before making a decision. But it's increasingly looking like, yeah, the three Bs right now. You know, unfortunately. So I was listening to Yang's commentary on this thing, and basically I'm just kind of repeating the same thing Steve said, which is basically that, you know, most of Amy and Pete's support is probably going to Biden, maybe some of them to Bloomberg, but this is making it very, very hard for Sanders to clinch the nomination now. You know, the field has been consolidating, and it's been kind of a race between the progressives and the moderates, right? Like the progressives in the race are Warren and Sanders, but even them too, they don't really get along that well. You know, you've seen some of the spats that has been going on, right? So it's looking increasingly bad for Bernie at this point. But the big kind of variable in the race is really it's Michael Bloomberg, because he kind of came out of nowhere, and he has a lot of money. He has a very competent team, and he's projected to be pretty competitive in pretty much all the states, because he has so much money, right? So that's gonna split the vote between the moderates, right? Between the Joe Biden moderates and the Mike Bloomberg moderates. So it's gonna maybe be dropping kind of drop three-way race almost in a way, but we don't know how that's gonna play out tomorrow. We'll get a little bit of clear picture tomorrow, either way. So, in conclusion, I don't know. You know, that's pretty much it. You know, to be honest. So, okay, but before I kind of end this video, I want to say a few nice things about the other candidates, you know? Like, I try to, even if we're running against, you know, even against our opponents, I try to acknowledge the strengths of everyone in the race. And this is sort of it. You know, one thing I really liked about Pete's campaign was he had this thing called the rules of the road. You know, and this is very similar to the Yang Yang's Humanity First, you know? He actually went through the trouble of creating a code of conduct for his supporters, you know? Respect, belonging, truth, teamwork, boneless. You know, it's like, hey, then if you are going to be a Pete supporter, please try to, like, exemplify these values, you know? And I think this is something that us, you know, even though a lot of Yang Yang don't like, you know, they probably don't like Pete as a candidate, but for the most part, you know, the Pete people that I interacted with were very, very pleasant. You know, we just had disagreements about policy, but the people themselves, for the most part, were very pleasant to talk to. So I gotta give him credit for that. Amy. And I really like it. It's kind of disappointing for me because I really wish that she would have talked about this more. But she actually, you know her congressional record is actually pretty good, right? She's introduced and passed a lot of bills because she's good at reaching across the aisle. But she has some pretty like substantial bills, like combat human trafficking, right? And drug facility human, right? Like these are like pretty like intense, very, very serious bills that have bipartisan support, you know? And it's a kind of a shame that this didn't really come out much during the campaign. So I just wanted to time to kind of point this out because, yeah, her legislative record is actually pretty impressive when you look at it kind of objectively. So that's it. That's about it. You know, just want to say some few nice things before we go to the next stages of the race. What's going to happen tomorrow? I don't know. You tell me. But we'll see. And yeah, well, keep it up. We'll keep. I'll be following this kind of from the sidelines because you know Yang's not in the race anymore. But it is going to make a big difference, and what happens tomorrow, you know, will very well affect Andrew Yang's career as well. So, thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Okay, take care. Alright, there you go. There's my video. Yeah, I need to make one more video. Hmm. This can wait till later, I think. Maybe. Well, okay, this is the next video I gotta make. But tomorrow. Oh man, a Bernie guy is just being really annoying again. But whatever. That's their thing. Oh, okay. Let's see. The internet was bad today. Big name back in. Yeah, see, the thing is, I think it's looking more and more like Biden is probably gonna win. Probably. Hmm. But Mike Bloomberg, it really cut like Mike Bloomberg could really like Mike Bloomberg could really throw a wrench in it. So I think a lot of people are trying to convince Mike to drop out and to support Biden already. You know, which he might, which he might. You didn't miss anything yesterday. Honestly, I didn't. I didn't do anything yesterday. So okay, so that's the end of the progressive movement, and I gotta say, man, I don't. Part of me says that maybe that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know. Uh, Daily sandwich. The real question is it gonna go to a contestant? You know, contested, right? Is it really gonna go to a what was the word? Yeah, you know what I mean, right? 51%, whatever, whatever. So I'm hoping it'll be better for everyone if Biden just wins outright. You know? Yeah, but for that to happen, Mike needs to drop out because otherwise it'll be really, really hard. So after tomorrow, it's man, it's fucking tomorrow, man. Super Tuesday's tomorrow. So I think after tomorrow, everyone's gonna kind of look at their campaign, right? Including Warren, including Mike, Joe, and he's just gonna. It'd actually be good if it'd be good if Mike underperforms. It'd be good for Mike if Mike underperforms because then they'll be like, well, I can't win, so I guess I'll just drop out, and everyone will go to Biden, and Biden wins. End of story. You know. Otherwise, this could go on forever. We could go all the way down to like the summer, right? And just drag on and on and on and on. Yeah, Warren is hard to tell. A lot of people in the Warren camp identify as progressive, but I don't know, man. You saw the Warren and Sanders camp fighting, right? They don't really get along. You know, this is like at least Warren understands economics, you know, and like so I feel like a lot of them will end up going to Joe, you know. Oh yeah, no, and you know, all these past months, right? All these past months, you know, all that passive aggressiveness and toxic behavior and like blatantly misrepresenting other people's campaigns. All that's going to come back to them, and they're going to be in a world of hell. You know. I feel bad for the Bernie folks because they're going to be in a world of hell. Even if they somehow won the primary, they're going to get crushed during the general. So they're just like, ugh, I don't want, I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want anything to do with that. Yeah, see, they're like, see, their campaign is so negative, and it's like, well, if you want to win, you got to play dirty, just like Trump did, and I think that's what happened, right? I think like, oh, they're like win at any cost, they're in like this win at any cost mindset, and then they basically lowered themselves to his level, right? And now. And the thing is, okay, Trump is Trump does play dirty, like it's not as, I think the things he does isn't as illegal as people think it is, but he does play dirty, and he does talk shit, and he does like go for the low blows, right? I mean, that's how. Right, that's what he's about. And the thing is, you can't compete against that, as a Democrat, because that's the problem with the Bernie Bros. Is that, yeah, they're kind of toxic, but they don't go all the way. They have this facade of being like, oh, I'm doing this for the greater good. I'm like, no, it's just admit it. You just want to win, you just want to win. Just admit it. Trump is pretty good at, he's just like, yeah, he doesn't give a shit. He can't complete. So if you're going for the low road, if you're going through the dirty tricks, you can't beat Trump on that. Trump is better at the dirty tricks. So, yeah. Politics is dirty in general. Oh man, stuff that happens on the local level. Oh god. So, anyway, I was a little bit worried for a while, but I think it'll be fine. I think Bernie's done. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna talk about lobbying for a little while. I'll be back in a few minutes. Hello everyone, this is Ryan from the YIMBY Arts project. So, Yang Gang Lobby Day is coming March 8th, March 9th. There's a bunch of us in the Yang Gang in LA and other parts of California. We're going to go up there and we're going to meet Evan Lowe, the UBI guy, the guy that introduced the UBI legislation. So, the basic idea of this bill, it's, Cal UBI and AB Assembly Bill 2712. So keep an eye out for this. This is going to take a while. But what we're going to do now is that we're going to go up to Sacramento. Sacramento is kind of like the Washington, D.C. of California. And we're going to be meeting with Evan and see what does he want to do with this bill. Right now, the bill is very, very basic. Some people were already throwing criticisms at it, including people from the Yang Gang. They were like, I don't know about this Medi-Cal program thing, right? Like, because some people feel like, okay, if you're on Medi-Cal, you need these benefits, right? So they're a little bit worried that they don't want the UBI to replace this in a nutshell. So there's a lot of there's a lot of things here that we got to work out, and it's going to take some time. But this is the first step. We have to go up there, talk with people, and see what needs to be amended, what needs to be changed, what needs to be removed, so on and so forth. So, like I said in the other video, don't look at this bill as a finished product. This is an ongoing process. And they even have, compare versions, right? This is just the first version. There's going to be different versions of this, and then you can, at the very end, they're going to vote on it, and hopefully it'll pass because it's a viable bill. That's kind of how it works. So what we're gonna do next weekend, it's coming up already, 8 and 9. We're going to be basically lobbying. So a lot of people in the Yang Gang, this is their first time doing politics, and not that I'm a super expert at it, but I have done lobbying a few times before, and I wanted to just kind of explain how it works a little bit. So when most people think lobbying, they think of this, right? They're like, hey, look at me, I am a lobbyist, I am paid for by the corporations, and I have some money, and here's some money, politician person, and do what I say, do my bidding, And most of what people think of as lobbying is kind of negative, but the reality is that anybody can do this. So, one stereotype of lobbying is that it's all done by corporate lawyer types who get paid millions of dollars to give politicians millions of dollars. That's actually not true. If you go to Sacramento, you're going to see all these random people, many of them coming from low income or middle income groups, who are just kind of there. And the way it works is that it's kind of interesting. I think this will be really good for the Yang Gang to learn. But okay, this is Scott Wiener, our YIMBY. He's the author of SB50. But this is literally what it looks like in Sacramento. So I recognize this hallway. And basically, you have people like Scott just sitting in one of these offices. And then what you do is you go into the office, like literally during the work week. Like they're at their jobs just like anyone else, and you just go in, knock on the door, and be like, "Hey, I am here from the Yang Gang, and do you have a few minutes to talk about this thing, right?" And if they're busy, a lot of times they're doing stuff, right? So they may not be there in the office, but they will always be a staff person in the office, kind of taking yourselves like, okay, well, Scott's busy right now, but I'll hear you out, like what do you want? And then they'll write it down, and this is how it works, literally. And then all day you're just running around these offices, talking to basically everyone that you can. You can be a little bit more strategic about it by choosing the representatives that you think will actually hear you out, because it's kind of a waste of time if you talk to people that is not gonna be on board anyway. So what you want to do is kind of spend the time and be like, hey, so this bill is coming down, AB 2712, can you be like, hey, can you vote yes? Here's why. And basically, you go to the desk, and you're going to be sitting here with a bunch of other people, and then Scott's going to be like, okay, yeah, what do you got? And and then that's how it works. So if this is your first time lobbying, I'm hoping that they'll coach you a little bit before you head up. But the thing is, what works the best? What kinds of, you're going to have a few minutes of their time, and you're going to have a few minutes to say something. What is the best way to connect to politicians on these issues? It's actually, don't talk about policy. Don't talk about why UBI is better than such and such and such, because they're used to hearing that stuff all day, right? Like they have experts surrounding them, and they're informing them of this stuff all the time anyway. So they're tired of it, And so the best thing to do is actually prepare a personal story of why UBI is actually, how this will help you or someone It's actually better. The more you can make it about yourself, it's more powerful, because it's coming from, you're being very authentic. So, for example, when I talked about housing, right? I went lobbying for SB50 the author. This, he's the author, so I didn't need to convince him. But when I went to lobby for SB50, I went and I talked about how I lived up in the Bay Area, and then over time, I just noticed all my friends started disappearing. I'm a musician. A lot of my friends don't have a lot of money, and they were just being constantly priced out, and I had an awful time. And if you can convey that, you're just trying to pull at the heartstrings. It's not. It might feel like, if you're like a policy person, you might feel like you're manipulating people, but it's not. That's not true. You're actually just telling your own story in an authentic way, and that is actually the best way to connect to these people. In a real way. So if we're gonna do lobbying for anything, it doesn't have to be this particular event, but it really is like you need to have a personal story about UBI, why that will help you or your community or people that you care about. And that is actually the best way to maximize your chances of turning them over. Politics is an emotional thing, So, all right. So maybe, hopefully that helps a little bit. I just want the Yang Gang to be, pretty prepared when they do these kinds of things. And so I made this video for that reason. So if you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, keep on yanging. I really want this bill to pass. Like, I really, really want to. So I'm gonna try to do everything I can to try to make it happen, and that involves like making sure that we're doing things in the right way up in Sacramento. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Okay, take care. Hey, James. Speaking of which, James fighting the good fight up in Bay Area. He probably knows about lobbying too. Keywords and authenticity. Yeah. I mean, authenticity is always a good thing. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, well, there we go. In Japan, 30-year-olds haven't had sex. Okay. Well, good for them, I guess. This fits Sanders, doing something satanic by predicting him parrot cards. Perfect, it fits him. This is what he will bring to America. Satan. Bernie is going to bring Satan to America. Which is like, ironically, I know they're just being like really hyperbolic, but ironically, like he's hanging out with Michael Weinstein, and some people consider Michael Weinstein to be Satan, so, Very strange. Yeah, watch out for the vegans, man. You know, they don't eat meat, but yeah, just because they don't eat meat doesn't mean, you know, they're not after something. I got, you know, careful. Careful. Kinda toxic, but I think like actually don't talk about policy. You have a few minutes to talk. Think of this. An eye out for this. This is gonna. So anyway, I'm not. I was a little bit worried. Be fine. Talk about. There's a bunch of us in. Hello everyone. This is Rob. Went lobbying for. So. On Yanging, I really want this bill to pass. Like, I really, really want to. So I'm gonna try to, do everything I can to try to make it happen, and that involves like making sure that we're doing things in the right way up in, Sacramento. So, thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Okay, take care. Unsubscribe. Unsubscribe. Do this, do that. Oh god. Oh man. Oh. Oh man, I gotta get some of these videos out before people drop out. Maybe I should release one of these. Just, you know, it's Super Tuesday. Man, okay. I should probably let this, I don't know, play out for a while. Okay, be consistent. Don't have to make 5 videos a day. You know, just one a day. Alright. Okay, sorry guys, I gotta take off. I think I wasn't here that long, but oh god, oh man, I might move tomorrow. So I better take care of a few things, I think. Okay, but I have no idea what's going on. But either way, I'm probably going to be moving from my apartment, so I won't be in here anymore. You know, not that I was particularly attached to this place. It's very corporate, soulless apartment, but it was nice in its own way because people leave you alone. You know. But it's time for something new, and so I'm gonna be heading out soon. So take care, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.